guys, I'm back with another video, but this is a house build, not an update and not anything else. And this house build is sort of a challenge. This is a 5x5 house, as you can see. And yes, this is a challenge, you can already imagine. So I'm gonna try and fit a proper house into this 5x5 room. I saw a lot of builds on YouTube that were about tiny homes, compact living. I just love architecture and interior designing. You can tell that by my videos. And I thought, why not do a compact space? Now, everyone can decorate a large space, but few people can decorate a small space. So although this was a sloppy attempt and I did it for the first time, please let me know what you think of the video. I have done a small build before, but not something like this. I mean, this is way too small. I've done a 10x10 house that was 3 stories, so it was not actually small. And I've also done a room in a box, so it was like a whole room, but it was like stretched to its maximum area, so it gave me a lot of space. I will put the links in the description box and you can check them on the screen as well. So I wanted to keep the room here, I mean the house actually, into 2 separate areas. I also tried to add another room in this small space, but I thought that it didn't work. It just took a lot of space, plus I had to see the door placement of the room as well, so later on I removed it. So it's just better if you're doing a small build like this, then don't add any rooms, like extra rooms. Keep it very keep it like single, like just one room, and just try to fit everything in there. What I did in my room in a box or house in a box video, I used supports to divide the house, and that kind of worked for me. So do try it out. If you are into small builds and stuff, do let me know what you think. So unlike other videos, I went for a bunk bed. So a bunk bed is like really cool. It's just it does not take a lot of space like a double bed would usually do, and it in the space of one bed it gives you 2 beds. So that also I used the tank shower here, as you can see, because it is like covered from 3 parts, so it also provides a kind of a wall or a separation, as you can see already. Here I put in the supports. Now these supports are really good, better than the square ones. These are the flat ones. They take up less space, but do they serve the purpose of dividing the room as you like. So yeah. So I really wanted to introduce some storage space, but it was just not fulfilling the purpose. I wanted to create a divider kind of a thing between the washroom and the bedroom, but it was not happening. The cupboard was looking like way too big for a room like that, so I just totally skipped the part where we put the cupboard there. It's just not fitting into the room. I kept the whole theme of the house very white, gray, very neutral colors, because I didn't want any bright colors or any dark colors as well, because the house looks smaller. If you are already doing a small space, then you add dark colors on top of it, so it's just like it will look everything is coming onto your face. So that. A side table was a must, so I switched it with a drawer, like a dresser, think like since it's for two people, so I switched it for a dresser instead of a side table. The door placement, I mean the main door placement, was actually very tough because I could not figure out where to place the door so that when you enter it does not look like, oh my god, it's such a small space. I wanted it to be spacious. For a minimal kitchen, I think that you require a stove, a sink, a refrigerator, and some counter space if possible. So I tried to fit that as well. Yeah, I struggled with that. And although the supports that are there, they fulfilled the the task of dividing the room perfectly, still there wasn't a lot of space to fit in a full counter, so I added a corner counter instead of a full counter. Also, the placement of the refrigerator was also something that really troubled me. The refrigerator was not I was not able to place it in the kitchen area, so I had to put it somewhere else. Earlier I put it here, but then you open the door and what are you seeing? A refrigerator. Wow, not a pleasant sight at all. So I had to switch it with that. Since this was a house for two people, I wanted to add a dining table. And at this point I was like, you know what? Take that bed out. Yes, I am not doing it a two people thing. Let's just keep it one person. Come on, you are not that talented, okay? Maybe sometime later, but not now. This is your first tiny build. Just go with a single bed, okay? So I switched the dresser also with the side table, and then a lot of space came out. I really wanted to add a sitting area apart from the bed. That is why I wanted to add the dining table. I also tried to add a living area furniture, like a beanbag, something like a single sitting area, but it was just not possible. So I took to adding the dining table. So if you have seen my video of house in a box, then you must have seen that I used certain shelves to create divides in the room. The same thing I tried to do here, but it was just not possible. It was looking like everything is coming at you, and like everything will fall at your face. And we certainly don't want that. I also wanted to add some entertainment. Yes, it's a small house, but I want everything. So I tried to add a television, but since we are poor, we can only afford a tiny television that is there. So I added that teeny tiny television there. It still fulfills the purpose. That is what I wanted. I wanted the things to fulfill the purpose of being there. So I moved the refrigerator, but very stupid location of the refrigerator. Yeah, you can tell. So I put it back, and yeah, I think that at this point the house was coming together. I also added a reading desk because I wanted my sim to have an hobby. So that I changed the chairs to being similar. And yeah, this was like, okay, now I know where my my house is coming, where my sim is gonna live. So that so the rest was like tits and bits that were left, like lighting and decoration. I hadn't added the windows, so I added those. I first put the house into all the furniture into place, because the problem with the mirrors is there, and then if you put the refrigerator and then you put the windows, so the refrigerator will totally hide the window, so that would be no point in adding a window at all. So neither I could add full windows, nor I could add glass doors because that would totally cut out the privacy from the house. So I think that my house came together at this point, and this is a finished look. I also added some outdoor furniture and stuff like lights and everything, and this is how my house looks from the inside. I'm just gonna show you how it looks. Very small, and let's see it at nighttime so that we know that there is enough light in the house. So as you can see, everything is really white. We also have an accent gray brick wall. I love it. We have some extra lighting. We have some table decorations. I also added a fairy light on one of the walls, as you will see. I also added some cabinets for extra storage. And the door was then placed finally at the right position. I think that the door is placed at the perfect position. Like you enter and then it's just like everything is in its place. Everything is not coming at your face. So there we have the television, the glasses, the fruits there. I think everything was well placed. Although this is not my best attempt, I can do better. Trust me, I can do much better than this. But I think that for the first attempt of building a tiny house came out pretty well. Please let me know what you guys think of this attempt. Also, if you have any requests or any feedback that you would like to give me, do let me know that as well. I am on Instagram now with the same username as my YouTube channel name, so DM me there. So that was the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.